Hey guys. Okay, so I get asked all the time, why do you focus so much on metabolic health? And the answer is metabolic health is it comprises of so many different things. One of those things is your weight, is monitoring your blood glucose and your insulin levels. But metabolic health is so much bigger. And when you back out and try to figure out what the root cause is of your weight or being overweight or whatever the problem is that you have brought to the table, it often has a touch point on your metabolic health. So if we focus on solving the root cause versus just band-aiding, just trying to get you to your natural weight or helping you lose the weight, we're often overlooking something that's much, much bigger. When you focus on metabolic health or metabolic flexibility, you improve things like your mental state, your emotional state. You have a much higher level of energy. The clarity, the way you think is different. So the benefits of zooming out and focusing on a much bigger objective has helped my clients on an exponential, on a radical level. One of the doctors that I follow talks a lot about metabolic health and becoming metabolically flexible. Dr. Mindy Pelz is a doctor that I follow. I'm part of her academy. So I have the privilege of being on a call with her once a week for about an hour and a half. And she takes us on these deep dives of different studies, looking at your hormones and how those have a play in your metabolic health, looking at your gut health, how that has a play in your metabolic health, looking at your toxic load. All of those things could have a symptom of either weight gain, slow weight loss, or just a plateau. So it's really important to know that there are symptoms and then there are root causes. And so when we take a step back and we really focus on the metabolic health, I feel confident that we are going to be taking care of so many more issues. One of the most startling statistics that I recently heard is that type 2 diabetes absolutely could be eradicated if people understood how to take control of their blood glucose, of their metabolic health. They are calling Alzheimer's the type 3 diabetes. That's how closely it's linked to our blood glucose levels, to our insulin levels. And that is completely controllable. We can control that through our diet. So I think that if we take a step back and we look at that bigger picture, we can control so much more than just our weight. This is an effort in healing from the inside out. So for my clients who sometimes get hung up on a slow weight loss progression, I have to remind them that this is all about healing. And that healing is what matters so much more than the weight loss. The weight loss will come, but we want to make sure that we are decreasing the inflammation. We are doing things that are supporting, the lowering of our risk of chronic illnesses and chronic diseases. That's what's important. So if you want to learn more about this, join either the Student Union, which is my free private Facebook group, or take our crash course. We have a free crash course. It was conducted over the course of 5 days, but now it's on demand. So you could take the entire crash course in a matter of 2.5 hours. And it is just chock full of information in regards to not only taking control of your metabolic health, but your emotional and your mental health as well, so that you get the physical results that you're looking for. So if you have any comments, drop them below. I'd be happy to give you the link to the crash course. If you're in the Student Union, it's linked at the top. If you're on my Self-Made You business page, get into the Student Union and it will redirect you to the crash course. So I will jump back in here and give you a little bit more information later on this week.